Okay, hello everybody. It's been a very long break since my last video. I was contending with school, so that wasn't fun, but now I'm done school, hooray! So I am back at this, and we have a massive haul today, and I'm actually gonna have to split it up into 2 videos because it's just too much stuff. So the first one is going to be all this stuff. I'm currently blocked in and hiding behind the boxes, but yeah, we're gonna get to it. I don't actually remember what any of these figures are, so really it's kind of like a surprise blind unboxing session, so let's have some fun. Alright, so the first figure we have up is, and I know it's not Halloween anymore, but it is called Katie Moon's Trick or Treat non-scale pre-painted figure. It is actually a unique figure that's part of the art figure selection line for Kotobukiya. So, I don't know if you can see here. So the artist who did this, the art for this sculpt and the figure is Yoshiki Fujimoto. And they've actually included a photo of him on the back with a bit of a bio there, which is kind of interesting. So he's done the art for this sculpt, and it's a pretty unique figure actually. I really like it. I think the thing that drew me most to this figure was the color schemes. All the pinks and purples and blues. It's super cute. Also her face kind of reminds me of like the art style for Jessica Rabbit, or Who Framed Roger Rabbit, sorry. Which is kind of cute as well. And she's got little devil horns, and she's got like a switchblade, which is pretty cool. Or you can put it with a lollipop. Anyways, let's get her open. Try not to scratch her. Okay, so there she is in all her glory, and she comes with this other optional hand that holds a little lollipop in it. So I don't know if you can see that. Right there, has a little lollipop. I'm actually going to leave the one with the switchblade because I think it's much cooler. That's just my own personal opinion, but it is there in case you wanted to swap that out. So there she is. Literally, that's all there is to it. I think she looks gorgeous. I really like her sculpt. She's super cute. She's sitting on this stool. She's got her demon tail, little pink metallic demon tail at the back. And she's got her demon horns with her switchblade. She's got this belt with a little skull decal on it, which is really cute. And yeah, her shoes look awesome. They're actually really cool. Like if they existed, I would buy. Well, they probably do in the same style, but they are really cute, and they suit her as well. And she's just adorable. And yeah, her face is really well done as well. And again, you can see that style, that kind of like almost Western animation style to her face, but it suits it. I love her outfit. You can see all the different metallic colors coming through. And her hair sculpt is really nice as well. It's really well done. And I really like the cotton candy coloring. It's also super cute, and it suits her. She's adorable. So I'm really happy I picked this figure up because she is, I would say, other than the Super Sonico that I have, she's pretty much the only odd one out kind of figure that's not actually from any kind of series. She's, like I said, she's from an art line, so that's really cool. So yeah, there she is. If you like her, I highly recommend picking her up. And again, it's from Kotobukiya, and it's their art series line. Alright, so next up is this package from BBTS. In case you don't know what that is, that's Big Bad Toy Store. They're from the US. Now, as I said, this is kind of a surprise unboxing haul. I was really bad with keeping track of some of my figures, unfortunately, and also some of them were delayed, so that didn't help things. And then when the kerfuffle of school happened, I kind of lost track. But then I thought, you know what, hey, it's kind of fun to be surprised and not necessarily know what's going to come out of the box. So, as I said, let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. We have a One Piece Manga Dimensions Grandista figure. Alright. So, so we saw in one of the other videos we got a Kakashi Manga Dimensions. Now this is Sabo. I'm actually pretty excited about this. I like Sabo, and I feel like I don't have enough of him in my collection. I literally have one other figure of him, so this will be a nice addition. So he's pretty basic, just that's him, and that's his foot peg. We'll see how well it does, but I don't have high hopes. Okay, I'm gonna lay him down for a second. All right, again, that's literally all there is to him, like that. I think his sculpt looks fine. I think it looks great. And I think his coat is really nicely done as well with all the creasing. Same with his clothing. And of course, the figure, like I said, is painted to create what they call manga dimensions. So it looks like it's drawn, literally, which is pretty cool. So I think they did a great job. And I think the hair looks great. I think his face looks great as well. I think they did a great job on him. Like there's not, I don't see any defects or anything, no paint issues on mine anyways. And they've got his goggles there, which are pretty cool. I think he looks pretty smashing. I think these guys usually go for about, I think, 90 bucks Canadian. Don't quote me on that. I'll have to correct that afterwards. But I believe it was something around that. So it's not too bad. And as I said, I think the quality is just fine. All right, here's the next one, and away we go. This is like a marathon now. All right. Alright, well here's the Ami card. Don't remember what month that's for, but there it is. Okay. Alright. Ooh, this one's exciting. So, I've been kind of trying to see if I could find a male bunny figure, and I know Freeing is the king of bunnies. So when I went to look on their roster on Ami, I found this guy, and I really just liked him. I don't know anything about the show / manga that he's from. At least I think he is from a show or manga. My apologies if that is incorrect, but my point is, I know nothing about it. I just really liked his character design. So this is 10 count Kurose Riku, 1/8 scale painted figure, B style. Alright, so that's him there so far. It's looking pretty snazzy, pretty sexy. Just need to get out his base now. So there he is. He looks pretty cute to me. I love his face and I love his outfit. I think it's really cute and it fits the theme that he is a male bunny. And he's got his crop there. And I love his pants. I kind of wish it was a little bit more glossy for his coat, but I'm not complaining. He looks great. All the features on him look great. He's sculpted really nicely. You can see those abs. Yeah, I don't have any major issues with this figure other than the fact that I hate the base. But other than that, he looks gorgeous. And I love his hair. His outfit is fine. His sculpt is nice and clean. No weird defects, and his paint job is also nice and clean. Again, just wish there were a little bit more gloss to him, but other than that, I think he looks stunning. And I'm excited to add him to my collection. Now I know that he does have a partner figure. I did not get him though. I believe he's in a white bunny suit, but I didn't pick him up. But he is available if you wanted to have both of them. But yeah, he's a re-release, I believe. I can't remember when his initial release was, but I got him as a rerun, essentially. And I was glad that he got a rerun. Because, as I said, there needs to be more male bunnies. Alright, moving on to this next one. This is also from Ami Ami. Now, technically, I can see here it does say what this one is on the label, but I'm not gonna say it until I've actually unboxed it, so you get to wait. Alright. So here's the Ami Ami card. Alright. So, here's a big reveal. Dun, dun, dun. We have the Ray Ayanami tentative name Ava Global figure from Alter. And I am very excited about this. So, there she is. Her box is pretty simple. Just kind of a clear one. Hopefully I don't cut the bejesus out of myself. Okay. Alright, there we go. There she is. Oh, well that's cool. So you get like a bonus plate, like plexiglass plate with her image. That's cool. Yeah, this figure actually looks pretty cool. Hate the base. I think that's boring as hell. Alright, so there she is. I think this figure, as far as the sculpt goes, is phenomenal. I really like the plug suit and the coloring on it. The paint job is immaculate. So there's the back version. She's got the sweatshirt on. It's super cute over her plug suit. I think her face is sculpted really nicely. I think it does capture her perfectly, in my opinion. And then I love her hair, how it's kind of a blue, but it's also kind of translucent. That's also really cute. And her hair sculpt as well is really good. There's no big, nasty, ugly seams. And her little hair pieces. Yeah, I think this figure is really well done. I don't love the base, but that's just my personal opinion. I think every other part of her is perfect. I think they sculpted her really well, and her plug suit, like I said, is amazing. There's a lot of detailing in it, even on the back. And again, I think it's a really cool concept how she's just like in streetwear on top of her plug suit. So it's a really cool concept. I really like this figure. I don't have a Ray figure yet. I have a Asuka, and yeah, I think that's all I have is Asuka. I think, oh sorry, and I do have 2 of the boys as well, but in yukatas. So yeah, I think this is a nice addition to my collection. I know there's the Radio Ava series, a bunch of them with Ray. I didn't like them as much as this for some reason, and I know that may be an unpopular opinion, but I actually like this one, and I think this is gonna be my one like Ray figure. I don't feel the need to have like a whole bunch of Rays and Askas, and I can't even remember right now the names of the boys, which is really bad, but I have actually seen Evangelion, all of them, but it was so long ago that I don't remember a lot of it. I liked it enough that I watched all the renditions, but you'll have to forgive me if I'm not a hardcore fan. But yeah, so I think she was a really, really unique figure to add, and I was really liking the design of this one. All right, moving on to the next one, quick and dirty here. All right, so this is the card for this guy. All right, so this is a re-release as well. This is, so Bungo Stray Dogs, Orange Rouge. It is Danzai Osamu. And I'm sorry if I butchered that name. I'm terrible at pronouncing Japanese names, so I'm sorry. But his box looks pretty cool. Here's the top. So yeah, this guy is an older one as well who got a re-release. So I picked him up because I do like Bungo Stray Dogs. But it is one of those animes, again, that I watched a while ago, so my memory is very fuzzy on it. But I just remember liking this character design, so I decided to pick him up. And I know a lot of people have him. There he is initially. I'm just gonna set him down for now though and try to get all the rest of the stuff out for him. There we go. So yeah, he just kind of sits like that. I think this figure is great. I think his sculpt is gorgeous. I really like his pose. I think it's very in line with his character, to be honest with you. And I love the coat again. I think it's just super cute too. It's very him. And I think all the pieces fit well. The paint job is really nice. I think there's a lot of nice shading on him, especially in the creasing and his pants and things like that to give it some dimension to it, some depth, I guess. One thing I will say, I know it's just kind of an inherent thing sometimes when you have pieces of clothing that you're adding onto the figure. It just always terrifies me when I'm trying to smoosh things onto the figure. And I'm so terrified of scratching things, so that's my only kind of gripe, because I mean, his hair spikes were a little bit touchy when trying to put on his scarf. I think it's okay. And I think it looks fine. It sits well. And I think his hair sculpt in the end is really nice. There is a seam line there, but it's not that bad. And you don't even notice it unless you're looking directly down at him. So it's not a big deal. His hair's also got some nice shading to it too. It goes from a lighter brown up the top down to a darker shade. And his shoes are nice and glossy. I think he's just an overall really well done figure. I have no issues with him. And I love his face. They included his bandage as well. I think this figure's stunning. I don't have any issues with him. And I'm glad I picked him up. All right, so on to the next one. And I think we have 2 more after this. one might have multiples in it. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. But anyways, let's get to it. Let's figure out what this one is. It'll be like a nice surprise. Oops. Here is the card. So this is from, okay, I'm probably gonna butcher this name. Oh my god. Ribos? I could be wrong. Yeah, so this is Dessert Planet Series Mercury. She looks super cute. Oh my god. This base already is just blowing my mind away. It's just the cutest thing ever. It's so adorable. Like donuts and gumballs and sprinkles and this little ghosty dude. Ah. So when you put this base on, you have to just shove it in there, and then the washers that you see on it are what allows it to just turn like that, which is actually pretty cute. So now hopefully, and I say hopefully, we can put the little girl on without breaking the figure. Sorry about that. So we do have her. She's there. She is still gorgeous. I do not regret getting her. You can spin her around on the thing. She is amazing. I love her sculpt. I love the sculpt of the entire thing. This base is so creative. And again, she spins like that. Super cute. I can't get over it. And I love the little ghosty, as I said. It's just super cute. And she is adorable. Her little face with her little demon earpieces. Or horns, whatever they are. They look like horns. Maybe they're not horns. And her little baubles that are like little candies. And she's got her little demon wings as well at the back. And she's got her little ghost friends and her oversized shirt. It's just adorable. I think she is adorable and I want all of these right now. I love the coloring as well. And there's a little bit of sparkle as well to her cuffs and her collar there. She just looks adorable and I love this figure and I think they hit a home run with it. So yeah, I can't say enough good things about it. Paint job wise, nothing is out of place. Like, she's perfect. All her details are nice and clean. I do love her hair sculpt. Some people might have an issue with these pieces here, but I mean, me personally, it doesn't bother me. But if that kind of thing is something that bothers you, then that's something you should consider before purchasing. But I love it. I love her hair. Her hair is a little bit basic, mind you, here in this section. But again, I'm okay with that personally. But again, if you're not, that's something to consider. I like how her hair is kind of ombre as well, which is cute. And she's got braids. I'm definitely satisfied with this figure. And I love her little tights as well. Here, which are cute, and her shoes are nice and glossy and super tiny and just adorable. As much as I love her, two things to note if you do pick her up is that the base, putting it on is a bit confusing at first. And the figure herself, again, it took a little bit of finagling just because her foot pegs are not the greatest. And to be honest, I just realized one of my foot pegs is totally not aligned properly. Luckily for me though, it doesn't matter all too much because I don't think she's gonna lean. The other foot peg is actually not secured on right now, and I don't wanna risk breaking her or anything off the base at the moment. So I'm just gonna leave it because like I said, she's fairly on there, even with the 1 foot peg. But I think that's the only gripe about this figure, is that the foot pegs are kind of hard to get in place for the actual figure. So that's just something to think about. But for those of you who are experts at putting figures on, it's probably not really an issue. For me, I think I just get overly cautious. But yeah, if you do like this kind of figure and you think she's really cute too, I highly recommend picking her up. All right, moving on to our next one. After that other one, as much as I love it, let's get on to the next one. Oh, yes. Okay. So, yes, this came from Tom. So, Kenta, Nanami. Yay! I'm super excited. So again, this is the Luminasta line. So we'll see how this goes. So that is Nanami in action. I think he looks great, and I think I really like this Luminasta line. I think he looks amazing. I think his sculpt is really nice. Again, main reason I chose him is because his pose is dynamic, more dynamic than the ones that were out at the time. I think his hair sculpt is great. I think all the detailing on him is great. His glasses are really nicely done. His face is well painted. I think his base is really interesting as well. And the effects work really well with the figure. I think this is amazing. So I might literally have to collect more of these Luminasta figures. And they weren't badly priced either. So I'm pretty happy. And I think he looks great. And I think he's got some shading on him too. And his shoes are nice and glossy, and like even his little shoelaces are really well sculpted and painted. I think this figure is fantastic. Considering some of the things I've heard about some of the Sega prize figure lines. I'm sure this is technically a premium figure from them, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but Luminasta is fairly recent as a line. And this is my first one, but I'm pretty happy with it. I think he looks amazing. All right, last one for this video, for part 1 of this massive haul. Be on the lookout for part 2, because part 2 is gonna get crazy as well. We got even more figures, so. Here's the card. Tomura Shigaraki, 1/8 scale pre-painted figure, sculpted by Sal Kato. That's interesting, but obviously great, fantastic. So yes, Sal Kato is the sculptor for this figure. I was really excited when they released this. I think this is might also be a re-release. I could be wrong, but I'm happy to have him nonetheless. I'm just really excited to add him to my Hero Academia collection. So yay, let's get him open. And he's gonna go really well with my other ones, as well as Dobby, I've got him on pre-order, so he should be coming very soon if he hasn't already. I can't remember. He might actually be here. So I stand corrected. We may actually get to see him. Okay, these boxes might fall on me. So I really like the My Hero Academia box. It's pretty cool, very pop art, comic-y, which is what it's meant to be. Alright. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get buried alive in these boxes pretty soon. Yeah, there we go. Alright. I'll just... Alright, so we have our Tomura Shigaraki. I think this figure looks great. I like the sculpt. It's got his like trademark pose almost. And I love his outfit in the all black actually. It looks really, really slick. I love his shoes. I love his pose. Like, again, it's really well done. And I like his hair, and they got all the hands on there, and the hands are sculpted really well. The paint job is really well done, and there's even shading on the hands as well. And you can see like all the tendons and bones as well sculpted for his hand pieces and all the people he's killed. And it's covering his face, which is in line with his character. Obviously later on you see more of it, but I think this figure is great. I like how it was not as much of a hassle to put together as some Artifex J figures, aka Attack on Titan. But yeah, I think it's amazing. I'm really happy with this figure. I think they did a great job, and I think the paint and sculpt are all great. And the pose is great too. And I think they got all the detailing really nicely done. So I think everything's bang on. I'm really happy. There is a seam line right here. We'll show that in B-roll as well. But again, I'm one of those people that doesn't really gripe about seam lines unless it's like really, really ugly looking. But this isn't that bad at all, and it's very minute. You can barely tell, again, unless you're looking at it straight down from the top. And even then, it's not that bad. It's covered by this hand mainly, but it is there just in case some people are very wary about that and it does bother them. That's, again, something to consider before buying. But I think they did a great job with this figure. I think Artifex J typically does a good job. I've only ever had, like, maybe out of the 20 Artifex J figures I have, like 2 have been duds. I know, for example, for Jujutsu Kaisen, a lot of people really hated the Nobara Kujisaki one. I don't mind her all that much, but that's just me. But, I mean, some people did not like that one as just an example. But I like their work. I think they do a pretty good job. So I'm pretty happy. Very happy with him. And I'm looking forward to my Dabi. Alright guys, so if you stuck around, thank you for watching, as always. And these are all the figures that we have opened during this video. There's more to come, but we've gotten through quite a lot, and I gave a quick and dirty review of each of them. I don't think there was a single bad figure in this bunch. I love them all, and I'm really excited and very happy to have them to add to my collection. As I said, if you have stuck around this long, feel free to leave a comment, even if you want to talk about other figures in your collection that you have that are similar to these, or if you've already had them and what your experiences with them are, or if you want to share anything, please go right ahead. It's always welcome. And thank you for watching, and feel free to like or subscribe.